Welcome back to the DnD Homebrew Connoisseur. I am your DnD Homebrew Connoisseur, your host today, Jonathan Brown. And yes, I think so. Just fiddling with my own bow tie. But we are going to start going through our journey together. Today we are going through the Barbarian culinary dish, one that is known for its powerful flavors of rage and creating more damage, and just being all upfront and personal and taking the brunt of most everything. And so with this recipe, we'll be tweaking it a little bit to see how it could be in other tables and settings. And this recipe tweak reflavoring is called the Path of the Hun. Up here is just a little, up here will be the features, the different ingredients and the steps and what is supposed to come about. And I will be giving a brief overview and giving some of my opinions on the subject. But as you can see, it is based on a historical group of, you could call them barbarians or tribal warriors, the Hun, which are known for being on horseback and using ranged weaponry, and that is all that this is about. So at lower levels, you learn to attune, as it were, to a mount, and it gives different benefits. You extend your rage to the mount, it gets more gets more health, and some of the same features as your own rage. A key ingredient in this culinary dish, this classical culinary barbarian dish, and also sorry, that was another cat wanting some attention. But also you get the ability to apply that important rage to your ranged weapon attacks, which is important because that is part of the flavor of this new change of this classical culinary dish. And then as you progress in the recipe, there are more, your bond deepens with that mount. And it's here. Yes. Bonds deepen and you deal more damage, and this is all culminating where the mount gains temporary hit points, kind of a shield against getting more damage, and you can mitigate damage dealt to you or your mount. So this gives a great survivability with your mount, whatever that may be, from the player's handbook. And this does seem to be a very unique take on the barbarian classical culinary dish. For me, I think that this may be a little strong in most places, giving a barbarian, one who is supposed to be on the front line, you could call it an appetizer, give it the ability to move around the table and deliver the punches, the flavorful punches, wherever it wants to be. That gives a little bit too much power, a little bit too much strength into this particular culinary dish, so that I feel that there needs to be some way to mitigate that. I do not know what it is, maybe tone down on these flavorful choices, but I can see if with different tweaks and stuff to this change of the culinary dish that you can create. This can be useful in most any table or setting. I don't think it is any particular cuisine that is necessary for this. It really depends on the host and the guests, and the trust between them, because I do believe that this particular Hun Barbarian classical culinary dish could overshadow some of the other dishes that are present on any particular table or setting. Of course, I would love to taste this myself. I only see the recipe. I do not have the dish in front of me, so I cannot taste it yet. Of course, maybe if I actually go into a kitchen and make it myself, then we can see. But that is it. Seems very, very short. That is alright. I'm getting used to this. I know that this setup is not the best. There is some lag, it seems, on my setup, but that is alright. I hope with new software, new hardware, new whatever, new tools at my disposal, I can create a better, smoother presentation for you. Next week we will be going to the Bard classical culinary dish. I do not know what flavor we are going for with that yet. I may tell you in the description below. Also in the description below you will find the recipe to this Hun Barbarian classical dish, along with my new Discord server. If you want to talk about this more, discuss it in fuller detail, that would be great. This is just a snippet of my thoughts. Let's see what else. If you want to join me on this journey, that would be great. You know, with YouTube, they like comments and liking and sharing and subscribing. All those would help me. I am also doing some streaming of different games that I am trying. And what else? If you want to help me in any way, just ask, and I know I will be able to find a way for you to help me. And with that, it is it. And with that, I will bid you adieu, and I will see you in the next video as we go through a bard, what should I call these? A bard flavorful change. With that, the Homebrew Connoisseur bids you adieu.